Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
A very warm welcome in the third module of week 5 of the course Roadmap for Patent Creation, titled Patent Timelines India and PCT. Before knowing the timeline of patent filing and prosecution in India, we will check the jurisdiction. In the earlier module we were talking about the jurisdiction, we will see what that jurisdiction is with a reference to the patent filing. So, what is the meaning of this? We know that in India there are patent offices located at 4 different places. Which are these locations? Delhi, Calcutta, Mumbai and Chennai. So, when we say jurisdiction, the meaning is the state residents of particular area are allowed to file the patent in that particular patent office only. So, how it works? So, let us check. First, see the state list as Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Delhi and Union Territory of Chandigarh. So, this is the list of the what we can say the states. And on the map you are saying the locations like Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata. These are the locations of the patent office. Now, residents of this area which are mentioned here can file the patent application in Delhi patent office. Now, here note one thing, that nowadays patent office activities are almost paperless and generally the patent filing is online. So, automatically as per the address, the coding of the patent application will be done. So, what is this coding system is? Let us see the example. So, suppose patent application number is, so this patent application number is a 12 digit 201814 5 times 0 and then 7. Suppose this is the number, I repeat 201814 000007. This is the patent application number. So, this number gives the information as the patent application is filed in the year 2018 as starting point, that is the application number is 201814, right. So, that 2018 it is the application year, that when that patent is filed. So, it is filed in suppose either Delhi or Mumbai or Kolkata or a Chennai. So, how it works? In this patent application it is written as 2018 year and then 1. That 1 indicates the number of a patent office. So, if it is a 1, it is a Delhi patent office. So, the application is filed from the areas. If you see the number 1018 and 1, you can easily guess that this patent application, by seeing the number only you can say it is either from Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu, Kashmir, Punjab, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Delhi or Union Territory of Chandigarh. Now, after that it says that patent application is a conventional patent application, and what we can say that, see you have written there that a 20181, that is a 1 is for Delhi and then the number is 4. What is the meaning of 4? That 4 is indicating that it is a conventional patent application, right. So, there is that code system, accordingly 2018 application year, that next number, that is 1 digit number is for the patent office, then the next digit 1 digit is for the type of patent application, whether it is a, we have seen the types of patent, whether it is ordinary, then conventional, PCT, national phase, whatever. So, that coding is there. So, that will be the what we can say the 6th digit in that application number, and after that remaining 6 is the serial number of that patent. Okay. So, here 5 times 0 and 7, that is what the serial number which is given. So, here what we can say that year we have seen 2018, jurisdiction is under Delhi Patent Office and the application is conventional and the serial number is there. So, this is the coding system. I just thought that I should share this information with you along with the jurisdiction. So, Delhi, you know the states now. Now, the next. So, if instead of 1, if you see the 2, what it will indicate? That after application, that 2018, if number 2 is there, it says that jurisdiction is a Mumbai. The states under this Mumbai jurisdiction are Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Union Territories of Daman and Diu and Dadra Nagar Haveli. So, this is what the jurisdiction for the Mumbai Patent Office, and if any applicant have the address in these areas, obviously his application number will be 20182. Okay. Then if it is a 4, so after 1, 2 I am saying 4. What it indicates? That 4 denotes the jurisdiction as a Chennai. So, 4 is for a Chennai, and under this Chennai there is Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Union Territories of Pondicherry and Lakshadweep. Okay. So, this is the 4 is. Now, after that the next, that is the last, is a 3, that is for the Kolkata. So, the application number is 20183. You can easily say that this is the patent which is filed in Kolkata Patent Office, and it is from the rest of India, that is the states or the areas which are not included in this list, all they file the patent of that patent in the Kolkata Patent Office. The jurisdiction is a Kolkata. So, this is the jurisdiction, whatever we were talking, that what is the jurisdiction for that IP filing and what is the code system which is followed by the Indian patent system. So, now by seeing application number only you can have the information, okay, when that application is filed, the year, what is the jurisdiction, if it is a 1 Delhi, if it is a 2 Mumbai, if it is a 3 Kolkata, if it is a 4 Chennai, right. The next digit is the type of application, whether it is ordinary, whether it is a conventional, that coding system is there, and last 6 digit is the serial number of the patent application. Okay. So, now let us check the India timeline. Okay. We will start with a 0 timeline. Let us assume 0 time as a filing of a provisional patent application. So, suppose applicant files a provisional patent application to secure the right for the patent. We consider this now as a 0. It is the application filed by the applicant to secure the priority where the specification is filed without claim, right. If I want to define provisional, we have already seen what is provisional, what is complete. I just, in the simple words, I can put that provisional is the application filed by the applicant to secure the priority where the specification is filed without claim, as the process of the invention is ongoing. However, the inventor is assured that he or she can complete the process within 1 year, right. So, I have put in general way what the provisional patent application is. Now, as a rule, within 12 months the complete specification is to be filed, right. So, 12 months the complete specification is filed by the applicant. As I have mentioned several times that provisional application drafting can be done by applicant himself or the inventor. However, for complete specification, it is suggested that the help of a patent expert is required. So, the provisional patent filing and then the complete specification. Now, after this stage, the publication will be automatic. There is no requirement of reminder to patent office or there is no requirement of filing any form for that. At the end of 18 months, automatically the patent will be published. We know now that what is the meaning of publication, that the bibliographic information, abstract, number of claims, number of drawings. This information will be published in the gazette, and that gazette is updated every Friday. So, okay, this is the publication stage, that is provisional, then complete and then publication. Now, the next is examination. So, written there as a 48 months. So, what is the meaning of that? It is a timeline, that is a how much time there in your hand or in the hand of applicant to file the request for examination. The request for examination can be filed within 48 months. After that, that timeline is lapsed, your patent will come into the public domain. So, that 40 months timeline is very important. You have to file the examination request before 48 months. Remember that if request for examination is not filed, patent will not be examined. Okay. Now, this request for examination, it can be filed at the time of complete specification file only. So, to avoid any what we can say, due to some reasons you may forget to file the examination, to file the request for a examination. To avoid that scenario, what exactly you can do, that when you are filing the complete specification, you just file at that time only the request for examination. Why this is so? Because this filing of request examination determines your number in the queue for the examination. So, we know that patent office, in the patent office that workload is there, limited number of examiners are there, and your patent will be checked by that particular examiner who is expert in that domain only. Now, what happens that when what we can say, that we have filed a request for examination, the date on which you have filed the request for examination, that will determine the number in the queue that is there for the examination of your application. So, maybe some 2000 applications might be waiting, and suppose today you have filed the request for examination. So, you will be as a 2001st in the queue, and this examination request determines, not the filing date determines the queue in the examination, the request for examination determines the what we can say, the sequence to be considered for the considering the patent for the examination. Now, then after that examination, first examination report, that is FER, will be issued. So, as discussed, although it is mentioned here of 54, it is a tentative timeline given. So, if you file the examination request along with complete specification, then tentatively your patent application may be considered for examination, and by 54th month you may get the FER. So, considering that you have filed the complete specification, and along with the complete specification only, if you have filed the request for examination, then the probability is that your patent examination means will be there around some 54th month, plus or minus will be there obviously. So, you may get the FER at the end of that 54th month. Remember that this 12 months timeline or this 18 months timeline, so for from 0 to 12, that is complete specification, you have to file the complete specification within 12. Publication will be at the end of 18 months. Request for examination should be filed before 48 months. So, these timelines are fixed, but this 54th, whatever we have mentioned, it is not fixed. Why? Because if somebody files the examination request at the end of 48 months, then obviously after 48 months, the next 3 years you have to wait for the examination. So, the numbers, that is 54 and the next, that is a 66, are a tentative here. It may change depending on the date of filing of the examination request. Then the time taken by the applicant for the FER replies, because see what happened when you have filed the examination request, that is a one important factor. The second thing is how much time you take to give the reply to the first examination report. That is also important when we are considering the grant of patent. you have the timeline of maximum 6 months. Within 6 months you have to give the first examination report. The possibility is that you can just give within first month, means as soon as you receive that FER, you have immediately replied. So, you have saved that 5 months. So, that is in the hand of an applicant, but that timeline given as a 6 months. Okay. So, that FER filing time when you are filing the request for examination, that determines that grant of a patent. So, these are the different factors which will determine when exactly the process, complete process, the prosecution process will be completed. So, as an example, if the applicant has filed the request for examination at the end of 12 months, as per the timeline here, the probability of getting FER may be 54, maybe 66 depending on the workload. However, suppose applicant files the request for the examination in the last week of that timeline considering the 48 months, then probably the patent application will be considered for examination approximately around 84th month or the 96th month. So, it may go up to 7th or 8th year of the patent application, and then that is like what we can say, applicant determines this timeline. Okay. So, this is the timeline as provisional, then complete, then publication, then examination, then FER, and after FER obviously that total thorough examination and then grant of a patent. Now, it is not necessary that you have to file provisional, applicant can directly file a complete specification. So, at 0 stage it may be a provisional or it may be a complete. Provisional is not a mandatory thing, it may be a provisional or it may be a complete. Okay. Then there are again two important stage where opposition can be faced. Which are these? Pre-grant opposition and the post-grant opposition. Pre-grant opposition is after publication and before the grant, and post-grant opposition is after the grant, however, within 1 year from the date of the grant. Again, requisite form, supporting document submission is suggested to substantiate the opposition. So, these are the pre-grant and post-grant. Okay. So, this is the India patent timeline. Generally, it is taking 4 to 5 years for the grant from the 0 timeline. However, there is a express patent route also, where applicant can file the request, that is a early patent publication request with a requisite fee, and he can reduce the time. So, applicant himself have the chance to reduce the timeline of 4 or 5 months. How he or she can do? First, this route of a express request for express publication, and then the examination. The other thing is that if you follow the important what we can say the rules, that is okay, at the time of filing of complete specification, request for examination is filed, that is one thing. Second thing is that whenever the first examination report is received, immediately within 8 days, immediately within 1 month, give the reply. If any opposition comes, then the reply to that opposition should be given immediately. Then in that way you can also save some 4 to 6 months of the what we can say the delay in the patent grant, that is in the hand of a applicant. Okay. Now, we will see the PCT timeline. So, you will say we have seen now this is the Indian timeline, okay, according to the India Patent Office how the prosecution of patent happen. We will say check now the patent cooperative treaty, that PCT is a patent cooperative treaty. Now, so as already discussed, it is a system, it is a facilitated by WIPO. What is WIPO? World Intellectual Property Organization. So, WIPO is facilitating this PCT system for filing the patent. By this route, you are getting the facility that by one application, you are able to do the applications in many countries. It is just the facilitation. Obviously, after that particular period, the applicant has to enter in the national phase and the particular country patent office, in that the application for the patent has to be filed, but this is the facilitation by which this it is a easy way to do the what we can say the filing of the patent. So, how it works? This PCT you can file at a local office, or you can directly file it at a WIPO. So, online filing is available, it is very easy, very simple. There is a PCT easy system, you can just browse through by typing this PCT in browsing window. The system is available, which helps you to do this filing directly with the WIPO. So, you have two options, either file in the local patent office as per the jurisdiction again, and the second route is that direct online application, PCT application to the WIPO side. Okay. So, let us check the timeline. So, suppose you have filed your patent application, it may be again either provisional or complete at a 0. Then what is that timeline? For PCT you have to note there are only 12 months in your hand. Now, within that 12 months you have to file the PCT application. Okay. So, we have seen in that earlier case that you can file the conventional also, for conventional patent filing also you have to follow the timeline of a 12 months. So, here also for a PCT filing you have to file the patent application within 12 months. So, whatever the application, that may be provisional or complete, you have to file the PCT application within 12 months. So, from the priority date you have in your hand 12 months to file the PCT. Okay. So, you will use this PCT route for the, it is the route for the filing, that what we can say it is another route, parallel route like a to the conventional. So, if you are not opting to go through the conventional patent application, you can opt the PCT. So, you have these two ways, PCT or convention. In both cases the timeline is 12 months. Okay. So, in PCT you are filing the application in the either in local office or to the WIPO side. Then automatically at the end of 16th month you will receive the ISR, that is a international search report. Please note, this is so perfectly followed, and at exactly at the end of 16 months you will receive in your mailbox, email box, the ISR report. That is at the end of 16 months you will receive the that ISR report, right. So, this is the best facility what we can say you can receive from the PCT route. What is that ISR is? It is the international search report on patentability of the invention under consideration. Okay. Next, automatically at the end of 18 months your application will be open for public examination, because that will be published on the patent scope site, right. We know that patent scope database is hosted by WIPO. So, here the publication of your patent will be there. So, without any mistake at the end of 16 month ISR will be issued, and at the end of 18 month the patent will be available on the patent scope. Now, next after ISR there is a IPER. What is that? IPER is International Preliminary Examination Report. So, at the end of that means the 16th, at the end of 16th month you are getting ISR. It is a free report you are receiving from the patent International Search Authority. Okay. This at the end of 22nd month you are getting this IPER. This is a optional thing, International Preliminary Examination Report. It is a optional thing, for that you have to give the extra fee. So, this is like depends on the wish of the applicant, but 16th ISR whatever is there, it is a automatic thing. Now, once you receive this ISR and publication is done, then based on ISR, if required, without changing the scope of the application, amendments can be made in the claim, and that amendments that you can do, and then you can file your application in the national patent offices. Now, note that amendment must be what we can say within the scope of that application only. So, fine, after 18 months, that after publication that applicant can enter into national phase, or he or she can wait till 30th month. So, if the applicant is not interested to go for that IPER, that is additional examination report, if they are not interested in that thing, they can after 18 months also that national phase entry can be done, or there are 30 months. So, it depends on the applicant that when he or she has to enter into the this national phase. Again, if applicant wish to avail the IPR, then of course, after that based on that report, applicant can decide on the national phase entry. At any of the case, the time available is 30 months or 31 months depending on the country where the applicant wish to apply the patent. So, provisional or complete, within 12 months PCT application, 16th month ISR, 18th month publication, optional IPER, right, IPER is not mandatory thing, entry in national phase either after 18 months or after that 22nd month after receiving the report. The timeline is 30 or 31 months depending on the country. So, this is the whole what we can say the cycle or the flow of the PCT application. So, we have seen India Patent Office timeline and then the PCT timeline. Okay. After this, we will check this video on the international patent filing.
We have today released the results in the Patent Cooperation Treaty, which is the international filing system. If you want to file to get protection, patent protection for an invention in more than one country, you most likely will use the Patent Cooperation Treaty. This is a system that covers 152 countries in the world and about 98% of world GDP. So it's a very comprehensive system. Now what we've seen are two persistent trends in the recent years. First of all, the rate of growth in the applications, international patent applications, exceeds the rate of growth of the world economy. So it's another emphasis, if you like, or another indicator that technology is the heart and the driving force of the global economy. And this is where competition is focused throughout the global economy. The second persistent trend is the rise of China. It's quite remarkable. So once again, we have seen a high growth rate from China. We've seen applications rise by 13.4%, international patent applications from China. There has been from China in every year since 2003 a growth rate in international patent applications in excess of 10%, and sometimes well in excess of 10%. China moved with its latest growth rate into second position behind the United States of America and overtook, although only just overtook, Japan. So if you like, of the 243,000 international patent applications, 56,000 in round figures were filed from the United States of America. 48,800 were filed from China, 48,200 from Japan. So those are the top three. The next country in line is Germany, and then the next country is the Republic of Korea, with much lower figures, by the way. So this is a quite interesting, of course, but persistent trend that we've seen.
Okay. So now, after knowing this India timeline, that with reference to that IP, PCT timeline and types of patent, the question is, what is the advantages or what are the differences between the conventional application and a PCT application. So, let us check that difference. So, to start, how many countries are the member of PCT, that is Patent Cooperation Treaty? There are total 152 countries. And what about the conventional? There are 177 countries. Fine. What is the difference between the timeline for national entry? PCT gives the time of 30 or 31 months depending on the country, while conventional application provide only 12 months. Next, that what about the filing system? One application at PCT finished, you are entered into that route and then you are using it for further entry into the national phase, right? While the conventional, it is a direct national phase office application, and within 12 months you have to enter into that every national phase, every nation or every country patent office wherever you wish to apply the patent. Fine. Another difference is, the most important difference is ISR. PCT is providing you the international search report. That international search report gives you a pretty well idea about the quality of a patent. Quality in a sense, the patentability related examination of the invention. Thus, you get good idea about the novelty, non-obviousness, industrial applicability. Thus, within 16 months only, if you have filed the PCT application, applicant can understand the probable status of the patent, whether it will be granted or it will be rejected. Then one more advantage is that based on the ISR, you can do the amendments in the claims without affecting the scope. Thus, PCT provides little bit more advantages over the conventional patent application. So, this is the PCT conventional, and we have seen the India Patent Office timeline. One more important advantage when we see the PCT and conventional is that because of this time differences, what you can get the, if there is any market identification is there, if you want to do some arrangement related to funds, because when you are filing patent in many countries you will require fund. So, in that cases, for that you get the time of 30 or 31 months, and in conventional you have only the 12 months. So, that one more difference is there. Okay. With this we come to the end of this session. See you in the next session. Thank you.